Guys, so I've got something a little new that I'm going to try. It's called the Walmart $100 Challenge, and I've had a lot of subscribers ask me to review more drugstore brands, and my husband kind of has been nagging me for some of my skincare purchases recently, so he said, I bet you can't live off of $100 at Walmart, and I said, I can definitely do that. How long do you want me to do it for? And he said a week, and I thought, well, that's a little bit long, but anyway, so I'm going to be doing all Walmart products that I spent $100 on, and definitely be sure to check out my playlist. So I'm going to go over what I purchased for $100 before taxes at Walmart, and I'm only going to be using these exclusively for a week, only these products, not my Tatcha, not my Drunk Elephant, not my First Aid Beauty, so I guess I'll see how my skin handles it, but I thought $100 would go a little bit further than this, but I think I did pretty good. So the first product I picked up is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. I'd used this before, and it seemed like a good multi-purpose hydration cream to use on my face and neck. It doesn't have sunscreen in it, so I definitely had to pick something else out with sunscreen. But I thought I would start with this kind of as the base product. And also I had to use this for skincare and makeup. So the next most expensive thing I picked out was kind of like, I almost feel like I'm cheating a little bit because it's such a good deal. But I found this there, and I guess it's a cool set. It's the Physicians Formula Butter Box. And with this, I got a highlighter, bronzer, blush, an eyeshadow, and a lip product, and even a perfume, which I'm never going to use. And this was about $15, $14.88. So, you know what? I don't know what I would have done had this not been there, because I would have had to buy separately, or I just would have had to go without. This was definitely a good deal, so watch for it in Walmart stores. I was really impressed. I'm really excited to try this one out. So this was the second most expensive thing I picked out. Let's see. The next most expensive brand I picked, and I used multiple layers of moisturizer, so I picked out the Simple brand Sensitive Skin Replenishing Skin Moisturizer, and this one was $9.22. So this one I thought would be a good backup, just in case I didn't end up liking the Neutrogena Hydro Boost so much for daytime and evening. So I thought maybe this one will work a little bit better at night and the Neutrogena better in the daytime. So I just wanted to have a backup, because since I'm going to be stuck with these for a week, I don't want to be stuck with a dry skin for a week. So I definitely got my share of moisturizers in here. Skincare, you can see, is my biggest thing. Makeup, oh, all in one, great for makeup. But skincare, no, I'm not going to be too cheap for my skincare. So I picked this out. The next one, super important, is foundation. And I picked up the new Revlon Candid Photo Ready Foundation. This one was, let me see, $8.97. And it's supposed to be anti-pollution. It doesn't have sunscreen, though, so I had to find a separate sunscreen. It really doesn't have a lot of super beneficial ingredients in it, but I'd heard good things about it. I actually had wanted to try it and maybe find a cheaper foundation. And this one's nice because it's in a tube, so if I travel, I can bring it with easier than my giant bottle of Bare Minerals Bare Pro that weighs a ton. So, and they have a lot of good color selection. So I'm hoping this works well as a foundation and has enough coverage, because I didn't have enough money to buy a concealer. So I guess we'll find out soon. And a next one is, since I've got super dry skin, I didn't want to be left with really dry skin. So I also picked up an oil, the Shea Moisture Daily Hydration Overnight Facial Oil, Face Oil, which I used the body cleanser version of this, and I really like it. So I decided to pick this one up, and let me see. This one was also $8.97. But I thought, well, if my skin still gets dry and the Hydro Boost and the Simple don't do it, then I've at least got a face oil, and I can work from there with this. So, and I can also use it if the foundation's a little too thick or a little too heavy or a little too dry, and I can also use it to mix with that. So that was another thing I had to pick up. And then I was stuck. I really wanted to get a L'Oreal vitamin C serum, but that one was like $23. And from there I was like, well, then I don't get anything else. And I still need a sunscreen, so I found this handy product from Physicians Formula. It's a vitamin C and sunscreen all in one. I'm a little scared to try it, to be honest. I guess we'll see what happens with it, but I figure if I can get two things in one, might as well go for it. I mean, it was a little pricey. Let me see how much this one was. Physicians Formula. This was $7.97. So normally I would spend like $40 on a vitamin C serum and like another $50 on a sunscreen. So like for $7.97, it's like 100% less than what I normally spend on them together. Or 1,000% less. It's less, way less. So anyway, so this was nice because it kind of does 2-in-1. And since it's kind of a face oil, I figured it should be hydrating enough. So this was a good find, and they only had one left, so I got my hands on that as fast as I could. And then for my skincare routine, I always need a good kind of toner. So this is a Micellar cleansing water. It's a giant bottle. This one was, let me see, I think it was like let's see. This was $6.96. So pretty affordable, giant bottle. This will certainly last. And the Simple brand tends to not have alcohol or fragrance in it. And I've tried a couple other things from them and I'd like them. So I figured I'd have this as a backup just in case the cleanser that I got doesn't do its job properly. I figure I've got this always in my back pocket. So that was a good deal. My next thing, I needed a setting powder, of course. And since this set didn't include a setting powder, I picked up the e.l.f. Sheer Tint. This was $6. Yeah, $6. Which I thought was a little expensive for an e.l.f. product. But I don't know, it was the only thing I could find, really. This was like the last thing I got. I'm like, well, I'll find a setting powder if I can find one cheap enough. If I can't, then I'm just going to go without. So this is like the last thing I picked out. And so $6, I don't know, it's kind of pricey for e.l.f., but I don't know. Hopefully it'll be good. Talc's the first ingredient, which it's going to be a long way away from my Hourglass ambient light setting powder, I have a feeling. But anyway, I guess if I don't like it, I don't have to use it again. So I'll just go with just the foundation, no more setting powder, if I don't like it on the very first day. So I guess we'll see. Then for a cleanser, I picked up the Simple Micellar Gel Wash, which is why I picked up their Micellar Cleanser, just in case their gel wash doesn't do the best with mascara, because I was able to find a mascara to use, thankfully. And so this one doesn't contain fragrance and things like that. This one was, let me see, I think it was $5.97. So I don't know, normally I'd spend like this plus $30 on a cleanser. So I don't know, it still looks pretty decent in terms of ingredients. So I figured I'd go with that one. I've got 3 things left. I guess I didn't 100% realize this contained a lip product, but I picked up the Burt's Bees Hydrating Lip Oil. My lips tend to get super dry, so I picked this one up, and this one was, let's see, Burt's Bees. Where is it on here? Burt's Bees. Oh, lip oil, $5.47. So pretty affordable, although normally I'd probably spend like $30 on a lip oil. I figure I'd go with this one and see. I've heard good things about Burt's Bees, and I didn't really find any other chance to pick them up. So I figured I'd give this one a try, especially at nighttime. I tend to reapply it over and over again, so I thought I'd go with that one. And then I needed a primer. Since I don't know how this foundation is going to work, I picked up the Wet n Wild Dewy Skin Primer. So I've had good success in the past using Wet n Wild primer. They're usually super affordable. This one was $4.68. So I don't know, when other primers I have cost like $70 or $80, this one's a good deal, and I hope I like it, and maybe it's a dupe for something else I already have, so I guess I might find out. And then last but not least, mascara. The e.l.f. brand got one more purchase from me. It's their Volumizing Plumping Mascara. They had 4 different mascaras. They're each $3, and you know how I picked this one out of all 4? There's only one left of this one, so I figured it had to be good because everyone else picked all the rest of them out. Right? Or maybe they just had one in stock. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to be trying these out, so definitely check out the playlist and see how my week goes, how my skin handles it, and maybe I'll find that I don't need to be spending so much money on makeup. Maybe I can find some good Holy Grail drugstore products. Or maybe I'll find some Holy Grail dupes. So definitely check out the playlist. The link is below. And anyway, if you tried any of these or have any Holy Grails, definitely leave a comment. So check out No BS Beauty as well. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned.